It is too windy for our scarecrow. I have picked it up 4 times today. Okay. Nate Jr. here. Let's see if that'll stay up. The weather has turned, y'all. It has gotten super chilly out. Yesterday was 80, I think 84. But today was like a high in the 50s. That's a big change. So I did laundry last night. Did some sweaters and some flannels. So I'm ready to go. Let's see. I'm just gonna walk and check on the birds up here. I think everyone's fine. I did a lot of chores this morning. Forgot to do my Sunday chores on Sunday, having the week off. Kind of forgot which day of the week it was. So I gave everyone fresh water, fresh food today, and went through and filled up all of the bonus waters and everything. This weekend was a pretty chill weekend. Nate worked in the house. He has been working on insulation, and it's very slow going because he has to cut every single piece differently, because as you recall, they dropped at the ceiling so that it'd be easier to, everything would be straight and level and not wavy, and it'd be easier to put the ceiling up. It's making it a lot more difficult though to put in the insulation, because every single piece is a custom cut. So, hey ladies, how you doing? These girls got a fresh nesting box yesterday. There's a little chicken here. One mama with a chick. You can see it right there. So many are molting or starting to molt. So, feathers everywhere. But little black Australorp baby. It always makes me laugh how white they are as babies. But fun fact about black Australorps, even though they look solid black, you can kind of see by his head right there, the tips of their feathers are always white. I did not know that. And it's really not apparent until they get pulled out or they're starting to lose their feathers. What else did we do this weekend? Didn't do a whole lot. I did a lot of cooking. I made some beef and barley and lentil vegetable soup. It's a mouthful. It's a lot of good stuff went in it. It's been very filling. Made enough so that I froze some, but then also have had it for 2 full days for lunches and dinners. It's just been so hearty and so good. Little free-range cochins here. Oops. These 2 and this 1 cochin have been out together the whole time. This is Salmon Faverol Olive Acre cross, and I want to keep him, so that's why he's not in Rooster Row. I wanted to get this built this weekend, however, just didn't quite get to it. It was really hot on the days that I felt up to it, and then we had other plans, or we went into town on the other days. You can definitely tell these guys are molting. Look at all those feathers. That's crazy. They'll start, I was debating collecting some of the ones like these if they're nicer, and make like a little wreath or make some sort of display out of all of the feathers that I'm gonna have, because almost all the chickens I have right now are over a year old, and so that is prime molting season. The ducks are doing good. They're in with the quackheads. They have a big bowl of food over there, and then water, and of course the pond. And then the other 2 ducks, I think, have been kind of staying away from the quackheads a little bit. The roosters They got a ton of food today. I throw it all over the place, so they have to scratch around. Some are already up in the tree because it is getting dark out. But they're definitely at the age of being ready to process. Nate just wants to finish the house before we do that, so it's gonna be a while before we process them. Let's see, what else? I feel like it's just been another one of those pretty chillax, just trying to get a lot of rest. I don't know if I'm getting a cold or if it's allergies, but I haven't been feeling very good the last couple days, and I can feel it in my nose when I wake up in the morning. Little Forest with Salmon Favreau. Hi boys, didn't mean to disturb your little hiding spot. We went on a nice walk down to the creek today with the doggies, all three of the dogs, Nate and I, and yesterday I think we walked the dogs 4 times in the morning and then again in the evening when it was cooler, just because it was so warm during the day. But today when we went down there, just kind of hung out. I came back early because again I wasn't feeling that good with my breathing and whatnot, and so when I got back I noticed a falcon in the tree that's above where a lot of our babies and mamas like to be, which is just right over by the RV and kind of where our pallets and stuff are stacked up. And so it looked like Zona was the only one in there with her 8 babies. All of her babies were safe. They were hiding underneath a pallet, thankfully. And the rooster had all of the other hens underneath the what's it called? Oh, just the little pine tree, I guess. So the boys are relaxing after the walk. Nate's inside. He's chilling. He did some insulation this morning and then is chilling and laying down. I think he's just relaxing today. Hi, buddy. Get your ear. I've been spoiling the boys and cooking little extra stuff for them. I want to get in the habit of making them fresh food and getting them off the kibble, but I'm just kind of doing a slow transition process for them. Good boys. Levi's right there. Let's see. I go back to work. Oh, hi, buddy. I go back to work on Wednesday this week, and then I think Friday we have we're going to finally go pick up that farm equipment that we had been talking about. The gentleman has had so many issues with his house not closing, the loan not going through, and finally it's supposed to close on Friday. So he wants us to come and pick everything up. And so that'll be something that hopefully we're able to do on Friday. How are you, Levi? What you doing, buddy? I started cooking dinner and I put a chicken in the smoker, and unfortunately the smoker decided it didn't want to work, and I think it got too much rain because it did rain last night, and I think it just got too much rain in it. And so I took it out of the smoker. I put it in the pressure cooker, but those meat birds that we raised, they are so big they barely fit into the pressure cooker. So I'm gonna cook it up and I'll probably make some tacos, and then I'm gonna probably make a little bit of, I'll probably make like a cream soup or something. The soups have just been so nice and easy when they're already prepped and ready to go. Just, warm them up really quick, and as long as they're hearty enough and have enough stuff in them. So I might put some lentils or some rice or something in there to give it some more substance. Maybe some beans. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But other than that, I think we're doing good. It's just kind of slow going, energy levels and whatnot. Just trying to make sure that we're not overworking ourselves. I don't know if y'all know this, but this tree right here, which I can't stand this tree, I want to take it out. However, the chickens love it. And you can see a couple have already roosted for the night. And but usually there'll be about 6 or 7 in here that that are part of our free range during the day. There's one of the olive egger girls, and then a rooster. But yeah. And then here's Zona and her chicks. Oh. I wonder if this one has a leak too. I've been filling up the waters and it seems like they're not lasting. We lost our other pool. It sprung a leak. Nate opened up the fencing in here, so now the sheep have access all the way up to the road, all the way around. You might be able to see them. Betty, what are you doing in here? Betty? Oh, what is this? You're not supposed to be in here, Betty. Come on, Betty, get out. Come on, Betty. Come on, Betty. Betty and her chicks. This is where we have our 2 special needs hens. Special, which is our crested cream leg bar. Come on, Betty. She has always had some balance issues. Come on, get out. There you go. And then the other one is one of our meat birds that we're using for breeding. However, the rooster was just too big, and so we took her out and we sprayed blue coat on her so she could heal. And she's growing back all of her feathers, which is fantastic. And it's been so windy that this lid that we typically put on the tops, but there's what I was coming to show you before Betty distracted me, is the sheep back there. I don't know if you can see them. I see Blanche. But anyway, so it's been so windy that everything's just kind of blown off. What we did last weekend was make little runs behind, and so we opened it up and we sexed them, so all the males are on this side and they have the whole Vever coop, they have this whole run, and then they have grass in the back as well. All the females are in here, so same thing, females, and then they have their run, and then they have all the grass in the back. And then these are, of course, our free rangers that have access, but you can see back here they have all the females back here. They have plenty of place to hide. They've got a couple trees. They've got a really nice big space because I want to make sure, that all the girls are doing good. A couple of them, especially the salmon faverolles, got a little picked on when they were males and females together. So they got sprayed with blue coat. They're healing, but you can see all of them. There's a bunch of cochins back here, salmon faverolles, a whole bunch of barnyard mix, some Easter eggers, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, outside of that, that's pretty much a good update, I guess, for everything that's going on. Yeah, like I said, just kind of taking it slow. Hopefully tomorrow I want to start building those garden beds and start planning out, because I need to see kind of the size of them to plan out and see exactly. Rooster chased the wrong female. He had 3 other roosters tell him no. I want to start planning out the size of that and everything, and I know I'm not going to be planting anything now, but I want to get it kind of planned out so we can get it all set and it'll be ready for the spring garden. So I think that's about it. Got our last little piece in today for the mini split, so Nate can finish that hopefully soon. And then outside of that, we're good to go. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. Happy Tuesday. And we'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow. Take care.